and we're here to ask them some questions about Inkcarceration Festival. I'm Haley from American Mosh Pits. How did it feel playing Inkcarceration Festival?
It was amazing. It was definitely an experience.
Yeah, you know, it's like for us, this is like a platform where we really have a great opportunity to put ourselves out there and our music out there and win over, hopefully, a new fan base. So a day like today is like the best that we can ask for. It's amazing.
You know, getting the opportunity to play shows like this it's just really awesome because big stages are just fun. I mean, there's no getting around it. Playing outside, playing for a bunch of fans that are just here for the sole purpose of rock and metal, like that's the best feeling in the world, just rocking. And it's a mutual thing.
Was today the first time playing in lights?
We've been playing it for about a month or two now, I think, just testing it out. We didn't want to go out and do a new single at like a giant festival, and so we wanted to work all the kinks out, get it down. So we played it like 3 or 4 times before this just to make sure it was good.
I'm pretty sure it was really good. Can we expect more new music in the near future?
Yes, we are actually working on a full-length album at the moment. We are 6 songs in. We got 4 or 5 more to go. We're planning on a October, November release, and we'll do another single release before we drop the full album as well.
Do you have any new upcoming tour plans?
We've got some stuff in the works, nothing that we can really like put out there yet, but we got some. You'll see us.
If you could tour with anyone or a dream tour, who would you want to go with?
Shinedown, Alter Bridge, Slipknot.
I don't know. I guess I'd want to go on a tour with like Intervals and Pliny and kind of get that real tech metal experience in that real gear-focused world and see how that all works.
Let's see. I would love to tour with Breaking Benjamin. I'll do 3 since they did 3. I'd love to tour with Breaking Benjamin. I'd love to tour with Nothing More. And ready for this? I'd love to tour with Don Broco.
I like Don Broco. That's right.
So good.
Go away.
So good. They're so good. Such a great band.
What is the craziest thing you've seen in the crowd while on stage?
Our first EP release show, we did at the Agora in Cleveland, and we've got some big fans. Bigger guy fans. There was a girl in the pit, and she hit the ground and broke her arm. That's probably the craziest thing I've seen so far.
Oh man, craziest thing I've seen at a show is probably, from my perspective, almost knocking him out with my bass headstock, because we do a spin move a couple times throughout the show, and on smaller stages he almost gets taken out because it's a lot of velocity. So almost hitting him a couple weeks ago was probably really nuts.
So it was recent.
Oh yeah, no, it was full Matrix. Just zoom. And someone caught a picture of us right after that happened, and you can see he's freaked out. Me and the guitar player are laughing. It was a really nutty moment.
So I guess craziest thing, this would have been back in 2015, I think. 2016's around there. So we had a tour out west, out to California in particular, and we killed 2 transmissions in our van in one tour, to the point where it just cost so much money. Like, we were able to do everything that we needed to do, but for a band to break 2 transmissions in one van, when I tell that story to people, most people don't break one in their lifetime. So I know for us, like, it was like a huge stress. It was a really big deal, but nonetheless, we still came out on top.
That's good. How do you feel about crowd surfing and moshing?
I love it. If the more active the crowd, the better, the more energy, the better the show.
Yeah, to kind of segue off that, if the crowd's giving us energy, it's fuel. And, when people are moshing, it means you're doing something right. As scary as it is to the people in the crowd, it means we're doing something right and people are really getting into it and enjoying themselves. And that's what we're about.
It's metal. I mean, like I'm saying, I understand it's risky. It comes with the territory, though. I mean, we're not at a pop concert. We're not at a jazz concert. Everyone respects their music in different ways. But in the rock and metal community, a form of moshing and moving around. Like, that's how you know people are enjoying it. And granted, I know some people don't want that, and that's why they move to the sides.
What is the best pit you have been in?
The best pit I have been in actually was Attila at Dirt Fest. They had the craziest circle pit going, and the guitar player actually did the guitar solo for one of the songs in the middle of this circle pit. We're all going around. It was crazy.
I think the craziest pit I've been in is we were seeing Wage War, and people just went nuts. Bodies were flying. It was nuts.
Okay, so this is going to throw everyone off, I think. One of the craziest pits to this day I've ever seen was 2007 at Jacobs Pavilion in Cleveland, Ohio, was Incubus. I kid you not. I don't know what it was, whether it was just there were so many people there, but older Incubus had some kind of heavier, edgy stuff, like more like Linkin Park, like new metal stuff. And I'll never forget, I was wearing flip-flops, which was the dumbest decision I've ever made in my life going to a concert. And I remember when this pit started, I was lifted up and I was pushed forward about a good 20 feet, and I lost my sandals. Never found them the rest of the night. I went home barefoot in my car. Like, my feet were just like black with like just asphalt and just cigarette ash and beer. It was the best and worst experience all at the same time. But Incubus for sure was one of the craziest mosh pits I've ever been in.